Hey everyone, let's finish some of the stuff that we were going over in today's notes. In particular, we're going to look at the median and the mean of the data set that we were looking at, right? Team hits. And we're also going to answer some questions and concepts about the mean and the median to see where they're similar and where they're different. So in class today, we skipped the question to find the median of the data set, just to give a quick, easy example of finding the median in general. Let's go back and do that, right? Let's find the median. We'll do it right here. The median of 2019 MLB hits is, and this is nice because we can just count. Now there are 30 values altogether. 30 values. Ignoring the league average, which actually is the mean. So what we do is we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I guess the 15th value is 1378 and the 16th value is 1379. Well, that means that the median has to be the value between those two values, right? So that's pretty straightforward then, right? The median is going to be 1378 plus 1379 all over 2. If you can just see this, if you can just eyeball it, then you know that that's the answer, right? Now, if we wanted to maybe do a slightly more expansive analysis, find the 5-number summary. Okay, well that's fine, the 5-number summary. The minimum should not be so bad. I think that was 1281. Leave a space for Q1. We just found the median. Leave a little space for Q3. And we also remember, if you remember, the maximum was 1554. If you forget, right, then you can just look, right? The lowest value right there is 1281. The highest value is 1554. So if you want to find the first quartile, well, remember that that's the median of the first half of the data, right? The first 15 values. So we're looking at the SDP, that's the San Diego Padres, through the CHC, right? That's the Chicago Cubs. We're going to find the median of that set of data. And that should be the 8th value, right? Because there should be 15 data points, including SDP and CHC. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we are, 1336, right? That is the first quartile, Q1. Now, similarly, let's find the the third quartile. Second quartile, Q2 is the median, actually. So let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1336 and 1443. Now, if you're wondering, well, how did you know, Dr. Halpin? How did you know that that was the 8th spot? Well, because the median is going to be, like, if you want to know the placeholder for the median, it's the first plus the last place divided by 2. So in our case, it was 1 plus 15, 16, divided by 2, 8. That's the middle of 15 and 1, right? It's the average of 15 and 1. Okay. Now, the mean of the data set in our first stem and leaf plot, normally that'd take a little while, right? You'd need a spreadsheet or a calculator or something like that. Even a calculator would take a long time. Fortunately for us, they give us league average. That's so nice. 1401. Now, they rounded it to the nearest whole number. So we'll say the mean number of team I guess we'll say MLB team hits in 2019 is, so it was 1284 plus blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, 1281, sorry. 1281, 1284, which was it? 1281. Plus blah, 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 plus 1554, all over 30. Right, because there are 30 teams. You can count there are 30 values. Ignore the league average value, right? Right, and that's going to equal 1401. Now, I'd appreciate it if on a homework or an exam, if you did at least include a tenth for a decimal, but they don't give that to us, so we're just going to go with that, right? So that's how you find the median. That's how you find the mean. Now, let's think about strengths and weaknesses of the mean and the median. And sometimes the same property can be viewed as a strength or a weakness. It depends on the situation. It depends on how you see the data. Lowering the lowest value. Consider your data set. Suppose that the San Diego Padres didn't have 1281 hits. They had, I don't know, 5. Every single one of them, I don't know, was sick with the coronavirus. And I shouldn't say that. But they all had some sort of debilitating illness, and they could get only 5 hits the whole season. Not very realistic, but suppose something like this happened. Maybe they had 500. Still a drastically low number. They were playing with little leaguers. Would any of the other 5-number summary numbers change? No, they would not. Right? The minimum getting lower affects only the minimum. The first quartile is the same. The median is the same. The third quartile, the maximum, they're still the same. So, let me actually use a highlighter in this case. Lowering the lowest value does not change the median. How many numbers in the 5-number summary change? 1. The minimum. Right, and that's not a very exciting observation because that was our premise, is that we changed the minimum. Now, what about the mean? If we wanted to calculate the league average, lowering the lowest value certainly lowers the mean. Because we're adding a smaller number here, right? This number becomes 500. We're going to get a lower number. It might drastically lower the mean, such a big drop. Similarly, raising the highest value does not change the median. The only thing that changes is the max. Raising the highest value, on the other hand, raises the mean. For the same reason that lowering the lowest value lowered it. Now, this can be good or bad. If you really want to consider the average in terms of all the extremes and everything, then you absolutely should consider the mean. If, on the other hand, you're really just concerned with the middle value, you don't care about the extremes, then the median might be the better measure. So think about, on your homework, they ask you to choose between the median and the mean. There's no wrong answer, but if you want to get full credit on the problem, then think about what you're trying to measure and how the median and or the mean helps, and how the other one maybe doesn't help as much. Okay, we'll answer these questions. We'll answer some of these questions tomorrow. Okay, thanks for watching.